Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Symphonic Rain. So, for those of you who forgot in the last few hours since the last episode were uploaded, or for those in the far future who see this by chance, last episode, Chris met Val by chance, and now he helps her copying some music sheets, because he's a good person. And also he has a crush on her or something. And he knows, but he also has a girlfriend in other part of anime Italy. I don't know, are they in the south or are they the north? I think something like that was mentioned, but I forgot. Anyway, let's help Val copying the music sheets. She had noticed my eyes on her and spoke without retracting her gaze from her hands. Nothing. Just figured it would be more efficient if I checked what kind of score it was right away. She shifted the score into a position that allowed me to see it better, then resumed her transcription. But man, she's incredibly skilled. She finished copying the first page in the blink of an eye and handed it to me. She added worriedly, but I was just astonished by her swiftness. No, I'm just amazed by your speed. By the time she finished her sentence with an almost gleeful look on her face, her hands had already started moving again. I would collapse before ever reaching such proficiency. Looking at the now filled out pages she handed me, I was astonished all over again. For something written in such a short amount of time, this was just way too neat. The symbols, the notes, the musical terms written in a neatly flowing cursive style, they all exuded elegance. Excellence would be also cool, but it says elegance. I was confident that if I spent a good bit of time on it, I could write nicely as well. But to sustain such a level of quality at such a rate was an absolute impossibility for me. I wasn't used to talking and working at the same time, so every time I had to answer, I fell a little bit behind. Yeah, I answered without stopping my work, to which she laughed in an apparent amusement. I'd gotten used to doing these reluctantly during class, so yeah. Okay, that explains everything, I guess. Besides, this was a request from an instructor, so I intend to make it a lot neater than I would if I wrote it for personal use. With me reduced to being your chatting partner. I was just kidding though. I couldn't let you do all the work. While saying that, she carefully lined up the pages of the scores she had just finished so the ink wouldn't smear. From what I could tell, the score consisted of only a few pages with a lot of repeats. Be that as it may, she had already finished one full copy. Yeah, I probably would be of no help to her in this case. I mentioned it before, like, my handwriting is pure horror. Pure horror. Like, her teacher would kick her in the ass. Like, literally kick her in her ass. If she gave him what I wrote. Man, that reminds me, like, in the last few years of school, when we turned in tests and you wrote, like, about 10 pages or something for, like, one test. Like my poor teachers who had to read the shit I wrote. Poor teachers. It was about an hour after we'd started working. After I returned to my seat from lining up music sheets on a distant desk, the thick bundle of paper had been reduced to nothing. Is this it?
手伝ってもらったからすごく早く終わっちゃった。
I only did 5 copies.
話し相手もしてくれたしね。
Hey, 15 to 5, if it looks even good, it's actually not that bad. I mean, you actually took like some work off her. I mean, not as much as you should have, but still. She cut off my words of modesty in a cheerful tone, then stood up to line up up the last sheets of paper on the desk. Huh? There are still music sheets there?
ああ、これ。あと一部で終わりだから、私がまとめてやっちゃおうかと思って。
Do you want me to help? I've started to get the hang of it now.
一部単位で書いてる人が違うと、読む人が戸惑っちゃうかもしれないから。
Good point. Realizing the truth of her words, I docilely lowered myself back into my seat and watched Fal finish the last bit of work. She herself had said it was okay to talk to her, so I decided to ask a casual question. Hey, is this really fun for you?
そうね、楽しいよ。
It's not tough for you.
どうしたの？全然辛くないよ。
Okay then. It's just that your diligence impressed me all over again.
そんなんじゃないのに。頼まれたことを。
But some people would be unable to handle that.
私はこなせるから。
After putting in considerable effort, right?
努力？まあ必要ならね。
Why do you go to such lengths for other people?
違うよ。自分のために。
Everything you do only for yourself?
どうだろう。
I kind of doubt that.
そう？ありがとう。
After thanking me for some reason, to be honest, I'm not quite sure myself, so I'm with Chris here, she quietly placed her pen on the desk.
終わった。
Good job.
クリスさんもお疲れ様。
Glancing at the clock on the wall, it seemed she still had a bit of time until she had to leave.
やっぱり一人でやるよりずっと早かった。ありがとう。
If I was of some help to you, I'm glad. After we finished up, we sorted the many scores on the desk sequentially. After scrupulously waving around the final sheets that had not yet dried with our hands, the job was done.
本当にありがとう。お礼がしたいんだけど、何がいいかな。
Ooh, that is a good question. What could you ask of her? Probably only like food. Like we know music, we know food. Or how about he's humble and just said, no, you don't need to give me anything. I didn't do anything to warrant something like that.
そう言うと思った。ならさ、私のお店に食べに来ない？
I think we would have done that anyway, but okay. The one you work at.
明日だったら店長に話してご馳走することもできるし。
Okay, that again sounds not bad. Like food, as mentioned. Food good. Food equals good. Treat me. I couldn't impose on you like that.
まかない扱いだから別に悪くないよ。そうそう。それに今日のうちに話しておけば、クリスさんが来た時に休憩時間をもらえるようにもしておけるかも。
But...
夜にする？それとも昼？どっちでもいいよ。私のバイトがお昼からだから、さすがに朝はちょっと無理なの。だからお昼か夜でお願い。
Then at night, I guess?
わかった。夜ね。
With my plans for tomorrow rather forcibly decided, the two of us walked out into the hallway.
と
Sorry,
りあえず鍵を返してきちゃうから入り口で待ってて。
I was just, kinda like a bit confused right now. But I don't think this counts as a date now, does it? No, really not. She's treating him to eat at her workplace. That is anything but a date, basically. So that doesn't really count. On the other hand, if she goes there at night, they might walk home again together. So, man, I don't know. We'll see. Sure. I never knew she was such a coercive person. I thought, then had to laugh a bit. After walking together up until the old town like yesterday, I confirmed the details for tomorrow with her before we split up. So, at what time should I come tomorrow?
あ、本当に来てくれるんだ。
Were you lying?
いや、ちょっと強引だったって自分でも反省してるから。それに帰り道もクリスさんからその話をされなかったから。
Oh, that is a good point actually. That is how everyone always avoids everything. And I'm no exception to the rule, by the way. When someone says like, hey, let's do this and this. Yeah, let's, yeah, sure, why not? Details, yeah, later. And then never talk about it again. Because they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, you know. On the other hand, sometimes, there are also cases this is actually not true. That's also happened to me, like, you say like, yeah, let's talk about the details later. And then for some reason something happens, like everyone forgets, and then like, didn't we plan to do something together? That also happens. So, you know, it's actually no good rule of thumb to say if it's not brought up again, the one person or many persons don't want to. It's not a good rule. Well, I was kinda expecting you to assign me a time in that same pushy manner as before.
もう、でもよかった。何時でもいいよ。クリスさんのいつも晩ご飯を食べてる時間でも。
Then I'll be there around 7.
7時ね。じゃあそのくらいの時間に来たらおすすめのメニューを出してあげるね。
Huh? Is that okay?
いいの。じゃあまた明日。
See you? As I stared at her retreating figure, I came to the realization that I had been seeing her off like this quite often lately. It went to show how much time we'd spent together. I felt a bit irritated at myself for still being unable to decide on a partner, despite that. Yeah, that is actually... I'm glad though that he brought this up. Because he's right, at this point it's actually kind of weird. What the hell is that?
ねえ、どこかに出かけるの？
What the hell were these background noises? Was Forney walking on the desk or something? Huh? Yeah, it's about dinner time, right?
今日は外で食べるんだ。
That's the plan. I've been kinda restless ever since that promise I made with Fall yesterday. I had helped this person, who might eventually become my partner, with her work. In return, I was being treated to a meal. That was all there was to it, though, I thought. But there might have been something with my body language, as Forney seemed to have seen through my plans. I've been reading books, playing random tunes, and poking around with half-finished compositions I didn't plan on reciting. I always spent my Saturday like that, as I had nothing to do but wait for Ari's letter to arrive. Torta sometimes invited me over to her house for dinner, but those were extremely rare occurrences. I'm surprised you figured that out.
そりゃあね、付き合いが長いからね。
Is that what happens when you live together with someone for over 2 years?
そういうこと。で、アーシュのと？
No, I'm going to Fal's place where...
何それ？一緒に食事？ファルさんとこって何よ？アルに言いつけるわよ。
Okay, I don't know how you plan to do this. But Chris hasn't done anything bad. Yet. And I hit my head again! I will never learn that the box is over my head. Just be quiet for a moment. I have 2 things to say.
何よ？
1. Could you maybe hear me out when I'm in the middle of explaining something?
次は？
How on earth are you supposed to tell Ari?
変だ。手紙に後からちょこちょこっと書き加えるくらいわけないんだから。
This is why mysterious creatures are a pain. Okay, then I'll ask just in case. Can you really do that?
できるわよ。
How? With a strangely confident smile, she grasped the pen on the desk with her whole body. Yeah, I already saw that picture on the walkthrough. That is so fucking cute. This is so cute. Man, I love this picture. Well, well. And now?
書く。
As luck would have it, there was a blank sheet of paper on the desk. It was the sheet I was planning to use for the letter tomorrow. What are you going to write?
クリスが困るようなことに決まってるじゃない。
I see. I chimed in, feeling rather indifferent about the matter. It was still only 6:30. It wasn't that far to Fal's place, so I had enough time to watch her until she was done.
しゃった。
And after taking almost a whole minute, the word she'd drawn up was... Mammone. That is supposed to... No...
できた！
What does that mean? Forney,
何？
I have 3 things to say.
増えてる。
1. Your writing sucks.
そんなこと言ったって。
2. You take too much time. Even if you do it in the middle of the night, if you make so much noise, I'm going to notice.
それは。
3. The envelope will be shut. 4.
4つ？
I understand you wanted to make a fool out of me, but what is writing that on the letter to Ari going to accomplish?
だって。
Ah, whatever. Lastly, thanks for the entertaining show. It's become quite clear to me that you can't do it. You have no reason to in the first place.
何よ。クリスが女の子と食事するとか言ってるのがいけないんじゃない。しかも、ファルさんのとこって何よ。
The first thing I told you, listen until I finish explaining. Did you already forget?
忘れてるわけないでしょ。
The place Fal works is close by here. A trattoria called Copert. Still not sure about that.
あ、ファルさんとこって。
Just by adding that sentence, everything should have been clear. Is Fanny really so short-tempered, or does she just not use her head enough? Or maybe she just thinks it's fun, I don't know. That is what I meant.
そっか。
You know what I think? That is totally speculation, but the whole situation is, this is a romance visual novel, and he actually has a girlfriend. But there are routes where, at least I assume, he'll get together with other girls. Maybe he doesn't know about Farney and all that stuff. Maybe Farney is a representation of Ari while she's not there or something. Maybe through some magic or something like that. I don't know. Or I think at least, like, without knowing anything. Like, I have no information on this. But like, if I had to shoot in the blue, in the dark, I don't think that is an English metaphor. Anyway, I'd say it has something to do with Ari that she's there. But as mentioned, I have no idea, and there are no hints as of now what Forney's actual purpose is. It seemed Forney had somewhat fallen into a slump, so I added in a cheerful tone, "Well, part of the reason she's treating me is because I helped her with some work yesterday, so your suspicions were necessarily unfounded."
そうよね。悪いのはクリスだもんね。
Yeah, to give my best compromise, I'm willing to concede that neither of us were in the wrong.
そっか。わかった。
It looked like Forney was finally satisfied. Shooting a glance at my watch, I noticed it was almost time to go. Well, I'm off.
いってらっしゃい。
So this is going to be interesting. I feel like this might be like a really important scene right now. We will see. I crossed the streets of the rainy city at a modest dash and soon arrived at my destination. Well, at least he's...
いらっしゃいませ。
Like he's super on time. Amazing. After having been led to my seat like any other customer, I didn't really know what else to do. Should I just order something I'd like to eat? As I stared at the menu handed to me in confusion, I heard a familiar voice coming from what seemed to be the kitchen.
あ、その人です。
It seemed the waiter who had come to take my order recognized the voice immediately.
ご注文はすでに承っています。では、失礼します。
Leaving a polite salutation and a casual smile, the waiter disappeared to the back. In any case, it seemed Fan knew I was here, and my order had already been arranged. I wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. Slightly relieved, I scanned the interior of the establishment. As expected from a trattoria, serving family-oriented cuisine, it had a very down-to-earth ambience. Like, haven't you said you were here already with, Asino? Wasn't this the place you went with Asino when I was there? Huh. Maybe he just didn't pay attention last time. Or maybe I mixed up names. But at least I know he was here before. The interior was neat and stylish, and the establishment looked to be popular amongst youngsters as well. Not unexpectedly, I saw a few familiar faces from school at one of the tables. My eyes darting around, I brought my glass of water to my mouth, something the slight tension I felt. Goddammit. Soothing the slight tension I felt.
お待たせしました。
After a short while, the waiter came in carrying my meal on a platter. There was a steaming dish of neatly served lasagna on top of the silver plate.
こんばんは。時間通りね。
That is what you wear at work? When you work in the cuisine? That is not what German cooks look like. That is kinda weird. I thought I was a little late, but I guess not.
驚くほどぴったりだったよ。
Anyway, were you able to get a break?
うん。店長にこの時間に休憩させてもらえるようにお願いしたから。
She was carrying a clean white apron under her arm. Ah, okay, now that makes sense. Which I figured she had just stripped out of. Can't see it on the picture though, so that is why I didn't know. She sat down in the seat across the table. Isn't this a busy time for the store? Almost all the seats are taken. It seemed luck was on my side, since a great number of customers had entered after my arrival. A number of people were forced to wait on seats outside the roofed storefront.
その分の仕事はもうやっちゃったから。それよりもほら、冷めちゃうと美味しくないよ。
She handed me a knife and fork, and then fixed her eyes on me with a smile on her face. Are you going to keep watching?
どうぞ。気にしないで。
Oh yeah, that is actually... Now that is weird. I personally don't like that too. I hate it when I eat and another person doesn't. That makes me crazy. Also, I'm a big food sharer. Like, I hate it when, when I eat and someone else, not only because they're watching me eat, but because I feel like they're... Like, I don't know, I always share food. Is that weird? I always share food. Anyway, easy for you to say.
それなら隣に移動しようか。
No sooner said than done, she transferred to the seat next to me. So you're insisting on watching me?
そうしないと4人掛けの席から追い出されちゃうよ。
That is actually a good point. I wouldn't mind.
せっかく休憩取ったのに、それじゃあ暇になっちゃうでしょ。
Right, that would be bad.
まあ、悪くはないんだけどね。さあ、本当に冷めるよ。
Trying my best not to mind the ice on me, I cut a piece of lasagna with my knife and brought it to my mouth. Delicious.
でしょ？ほとんど私が作ったんだよ。もう2年も経つから、さすがに上手になっちゃった。
Did you cook a lot before you started working here? To make sure I didn't get burned by the hot cheese, I carefully blew on it before eating, all the while continuing the conversation.
もちろん作ってたよ。だから料理はかなり得意な方。
I see. But this is really delicious. The lasagna I had at some other place once tasted like rubber.
それは偽物ね。ここは値段も安くてそれほど大きくもないお店だけど、店長のこだわりでいい加減なものは作らないの。
You seem happy when talking about it. Do you like cooking?
もちろん。
You really can do anything, can't you? Whenever I look at you, I lose all confidence in myself.
自信？
Well, I just thought that compared to you, I really can't do anything.
そんなことないって。好きなことをやってるだけだから。頼まれ事も料理ももちろん歌もね。
She spoke in a happy, almost lyrical tone. It didn't seem like she was just being humble. It appeared that those were her genuine feelings. Well, there are people who really live for being like a good person, helping others. That is actually like very commendable. I personally am not like that. Like, to be honest, I mean, who? Who is really so selfless? Is what you say in German. Do you say that in English too? Like, so much anti-selfish that they dedicate their whole life to only being good to other people. But you know, I feel like you all should always strive for being as much as possible like that. I guess. If it is in your possibility. You shouldn't do too much though, in my personal experience. If you try too hard to please everyone, eventually you'll also just get, you know, angry with yourself, and that is probably also not helpful to the people you try to help. So, enough counseling, let's go on reading. Thanks for the meal.
はい。美味しかった？
Of course, I might come again if I have the opportunity.
今度は普通のお客さんとして？
Of course. Anyway, do I really not need to pay today?
本当にお礼だって言ったでしょ。でもそれで次から常連さんになってくれるんならお店から出してもらってもいいかな。
In that case, I would have to keep coming here.
お店の宣伝じゃないけどたまには食べに来てね。
If the opportunity arises, gladly.
そろそろ時間かな。
When does your break end?
30分だけ。これから2時間半お仕事か。
Having a rough time?
でもちょっとだけ残念。
About what?
休憩が終わっちゃうのが。
She stood up and picked up the apron she had left on the chair.
お店の人には話してあるからそのまま出ちゃっていいからね。
Ah, okay. Thanks for the meal.
じゃ、またね。
She might have been more in a rush than I thought, as she hurried away while slipping her arm through the sleeve, disappearing into the kitchen without looking back. As for the food, I thought it was delicious, so I would probably visit again in the future. Although I didn't have qualms about cooking dinner for myself, it might be nice to eat out every so often. It was delicious.
ありがとうございました。
I greeted the shop assistant standing behind the cash register and exited the premises. Okay, that was not as much as I expected, to be honest.
あ、おかえり。どうだった？
So it was more or less a simple bonding scene. To be honest, I don't know, I kinda expected some backstory talk or something like that. Would have been a good opportunity. But I guess we'll have enough time for that in the future of this route. Forney was singing by herself in the same spot she had been in when I had left the house. Noticing my arrival, she stopped instantly and turned my way. I'm home.
で、どうだった？
Oh, it was pretty tasty.
へえ、よかったね。
Something wrong?
女の子と一緒に美味しいもの食べちゃってさ。
Didn't I explain that earlier?
あれからちょっと考えてみたんだけど、バイトしてるってことは春の手料理を食べたってことだよね。
There are no guarantees about that, but in today's case, you're right.
ああ、もう女の子の手料理が食べたいならトルタのところにでも行けばいいのに。
I can't just decide that by myself. Besides, Torta's cooking is, well, you know. Fanny had apparently taken a liking to Torta after I'd explained to her she was my childhood friend, so she would often try to push me in her direction.
そうだ。なら私が作ってあげようか。
Okay, I'll bite. What will you make me?
料理に決まってるでしょ。何を聞いてたのよ。
How? Is it even possible?
できるわよ。
This was the second time today she'd shown me that confident grin. Sorry, Impossible.
なんでよ。
I have one thing to say to you.
あ、減ってる。
Idiot. Baka. That was how I got through my usually boring Saturday. Ari and Fall. I had a lot of important things to think about, but I decided to focus on the letter from Ari that would arrive tomorrow for now. I'd agreed to visit Nina before that though, so I should make sure to not return too late. My body, heavy from a belly full of lasagna, gradually became permeated by a comfortable drowsiness. Okay, we're right at 30 minutes now. Let's go on for a little bit, shall we? Because I'm kinda interested how... Although now first is the whole torta and eating at tortas thing before the letter from Ari. Anyway, let's keep on for a little bit at least. After spending lunchtime in leisure, I shouldered my fortel and went out. No, it actually makes no sense. Like, I will have to stop in the middle of the whole torta thing. It makes no sense to go on now. Like, it makes literally no sense. I know I'm curious, but next episode. I hate... Actually, I would love just to play a whole game like at once. You know, I really hate stopping at any point. At least when I enjoy the game. If I hate the game, of course, I'm happy to do some interruptions, obviously. But usually I don't play Let's Play games I hate, so there you go. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Like, I'm really curious when this gets, like, more intense with Fall. And what is her backstory and stuff like that. This is going to be interesting. At least I have the feeling. I mean, I might be wrong, but I have a good feeling. So yeah, I'll see you then. Bye bye.